I asked women if they've ever considered divorce because of the inequities that exist between them and their partner when it comes to domestic labor and the mental load, specifically their partner not doing as much work at home, whether it's with the chores or the kids, or even just the mental work required to manage a home. And the answers were shocking. Over 60% of women said yes, they have considered divorce. It does not mean they have threatened divorce, filed for divorce, talked to a lawyer about divorce, but they have considered divorce because of the inequities that exist in their home, specifically when it comes to the work required to manage a home and children, which is maybe not surprising because we know the data shows that women do the bulk of this work. I asked this question because the mental load and the domestic labor inequities are something that most women can relate to in one way or another. It doesn't mean they've considered divorce, but they've probably struggled with it in some way, unless they're a trad wife and it's like what they raise their hand for. And even then, maybe they're not loving it. It's a problem that is plaguing so many homes, especially with the rise of women in the workforce. And I think men don't quite understand how big of an issue it is and the likelihood that their partner will consider divorce because of the inequities. I think they think of it as the sitcom trope of the nagging wife. She's the nagging wife. She's the woman who's never happy. She's the old ball and chain, the honey-do list, right? And so men don't understand that, this isn't just that. This is so much more than that. Your marriage might end because of the inequities in your home, because you don't fold your own laundry, because you don't take care of the kids in the same. Women are fighting for change in their homes. They want equity. They're begging their partners to hear them, to understand what the mental load is, to step up in a meaningful way when it comes to taking care of the kids or managing the home. And men are appeasing them oftentimes for a little bit and then not actually changing in any real way. And they're not understanding that this is women trying to salvage the relationship, trying to build a thriving marriage and family, trying to find happiness, really trying to make it work. And they see it as nagging when in reality, this is her attempting to fix what feels broken. But it doesn't feel broken to men because this is what they were conditioned to believe marriage was. And we as women were conditioned to believe we can have it all, and we now know we can't. And so now that we know we can't, we're asking for more from her. And they don't quite understand that. Your wife is asking for more from you because she wants the marriage to work, because she wants to be happy and she wants you to be happy. And neither of you can be happy in a home where one person feels taken advantage of. But so often men miss this part of it because they've been so conditioned to believe the ideas that a wife is just somebody who nags you, that a wife is always going to be up your ass about all the things that you need to do every single day. She's just going to whine and complain all the time because that's what a wife is. That's what television shows us. Whenever I talk about societal conditioning, people will be like, what are you talking about? Society doesn't say any of that. Yes, it does. It tells us that wives are annoying and nagging all of the time and that they're the ball and chain that hold men back, and that men's job is to be a provider and the lighthearted guy who gets to come home and have fun with the kids. Like, we see that all of the time, and that is so deeply ingrained in the way we think. And so when men come home and their wife says, hey, I need you to step up and do more, they feel attacked by that message because it's not what they were sold. But she's asking you to do more because she actually wants this marriage to work. And if she didn't, she would stop asking. If she didn't, she would stop asking. She wouldn't care anymore. She wouldn't nag you. She wouldn't engage you in conversation. She wouldn't ask you to step up. She would give up. She would give up and she would leave. And those are the men who say they're blindsided by divorce because their wives get quiet. They stop complaining. They stop nagging. And for men, they take that as a sign that she's happy, that things are good. And so often for women, it's just a sign that they're done. That they are done. They've realized no amount of effort or time they put into it is going to do anything. And so they just stop.